what do we got here? We got the Eride Pro SR, the newest one, the biggest, baddest one you can get on the market right now. Not only did I buy one this year, but Peter over here, he got one too. All right, time to see how well this was packaged. Dude, why is the bike dirty though and scratched? Today is going to be an untraditional type of reveal of this bike. You guys have seen plenty of unboxing videos. What I've seen so far is everybody being very nice to the bike. Already done plenty of damage on this bike in the last 100 miles because we really want to put this bike to the test. We're not trying to buy a bike and then baby it like we've seen other people do. We really want to see what this bike can do, and that's the purpose of this video. We're going to be doing some trials riding where we climb really big steep rocks, some of the steepest sandy hills. We're going to be doing some very legal trails and jumps. This video is going to really show what this bike can do or can't do. Let's go on for the ride, boys. About as good as it would get for dropping the bike. It doesn't matter. So one at a time. Go get your bike, run it down the road. We'll get a reaction, and the next person. Take it. Oh. This is what the park's for. Does it feel like it's a lot more powerful?
Yeah, I mean, they're right there. Just like give it all the throttle, burnt out.
Try the race mode.
I'm scared. It's a little wet. Jeez. It's almost too much power. You can never have too much power, but the initial and like definitely feels like way more power.
Jeez, bro, that was so close to me.
Now it's got enough power.
Now it's got enough power.
Now it's got enough power.
In race mode?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
The sport mode it goes only up to 48, and then when you put it in race it goes up to 65.
Well, now that you know, I was saying it legit a year ago, exactly a year ago when we got these, they were top of the line.
Yeah.
Like nothing was faster out there.
Things changed.
I'm scared of this thing.
It's very torquey.
Is that yours?
I think that one's mine. Oh, dude, that was fast. Dude, I only went at 57 and that shit felt way too fast. Yeah, it's quick, dude. We need to fix the whatever because like your floor it like starts pushing out. Yeah, we got to take out the brake sensors. I don't know if it's recommended or not, but we're doing it.
It's a must.
But you can also tune the controller so you can smoothen out the power, I think.
Yeah, it's like crazy torque.
Yeah. Long was driving earlier with like 40% power or something like that. He thought the SR was fast. Now he's trying it 100%. Go to sport, I guess, and just go up right there and just feel it, but you don't have to hold it all the way.
Oh, shit! Dude, this thing's too fast! Dude, that is sketchy!
That's sport mode too.
Dude, that's sketch.
Ed's already been on this bike, so he already knows, but he hasn't been on the bike when it was fully turned up and unlocked. So now we'll see if we can pull a little bit of reaction from him fully unlocked on dirt, which is a different animal on dirt.
How is this possible, man? It was like ours.
How is it?
Toxic.
Alright guys, we're here at the famous hill climb here. We attempted this many times. We attempted this on two 190cc pit bikes. 140s, 125s. We tried it on the Eride 2.0 sur-rons, and we have not made it up this hill. So today's test is, can the Eride Pro SR make up this hill? Because they have way more power, bigger wheels, bigger tires, and we're about to all find out together. We have with us a fully modified sur-ron as well, an Eride Pro 2.0 with the 16-inch rear, stock 2.0, stock SR, and basically a stock SR with some colorful mods. Let's try this.
As far as I go.
Stock 2.0 is about halfway, and right after that point it starts getting soft. Sandy gets much harder. So who's next? See, I've made it up where he went straight up, and then I started side hilling, and I did a couple hop overs, and I made it up. We've got to try to see if we can make it straight up pretty much. Well, a little side hill like that's fine, but no hop overs. I'm gonna do one test run in sport to see how far I can get, and if I feel like I need race mode, then I'll come back down and put it in race and see if I can make it up.
You made her up?
Oh yeah.
That's not fair. That's crazy.
That was stupid easy. What the heck? That's crazy, dude. Like, I didn't feel like this bike struggled at all. It felt like the bike wasn't even trying. I'm actually very impressed right now. I thought I would take at least like 3, 4, 5 tries. That was nothing. Just for a little bit of reference, it's pretty steep. They're way down there. I don't know if camera will do justice, but I'll try to get an angle from right here. It goes all the way up there.
Had a bad start.
Hey, Brian turned it up. See if he can make it. Made it.
Power!
There you go. That's the second bike I've seen so far make it up. That's a fully modified sur-ron turned up. I don't know how high he turned it up. I'll have to ask him when he comes back down here in a second. That's the second bike I've ever seen climb up. How high did you turn it up?
18.
18?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I got more.
We're running about 80% of its full power in sport
So we're
mode.
probably close.
So yeah, we're
You guys
probably
are between 18 and 20, I would assume.
Yeah, I would say so. All right, we're gonna put it in race mode. I'm gonna try this again. See if I can get another good line in.
Geez, that was like nothing.
That's wild. I couldn't even use the majority of the throttle. It was just 50% throttle or so, because if I got any higher, I would probably flip it backwards. I pulled up that line so like easy, and I felt like it wasn't a challenge at all almost, but I was like surprised how many times I had to do it on my 2.0 and I still couldn't make it, and this just all the way up.
46-degree angle, that's what it says.
46-degree angle.
Nobody else is climbing. We've kind of come to the conclusion. Obviously the sur-ron with that much power, 16-inch will do it, but compared to any Eride's pit bikes, this bike very impressive, and I'm actually kind of shocked how well this bike climbs. So if you want a bike that climbs, this is definitely the bike to do it, and it does it really well on rocks, which you'll see here soon.
Pretty gnarly, eh?
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm doing it if you make it.
I feel like you probably have to jump it right here. Pop. Jump to there.
There's only one way to find out.
That was about as good as it would get for dropping the bike. That could have been a lot worse. This is really gnarly, guys. I don't know if you can tell how steep this is. It is very steep, rocky, mossy, pretty gnarly. It's just kind of impressive how the bike is able to climb up there, because even the idea of trying to climb up there on like our pit bikes, not a chance. Not even gonna try it. That's just not an option. Look at that comparison. Brian's up there, and the line is up those rocks. What are our thoughts, Peter? What happened?
I'm just not good enough.
Yeah.
I think the bike has the capabilities, I just don't.
Well, we're gonna push on, find some other trial style riding to do. We're gonna skip this one for now. The bike's capable, 100%, has plenty of power, traction, and the ability to do it. But, I mean, I'm not even gonna try it. And Peter can't do it either.
I love how these things climb. It's just like so effortless.
That's why I started riding over here a lot, because it's just so fun to climb some of the stuff.
Second guessing myself.
You gonna try it again?
I think so. That was pretty much luck. And it's me to do this really gnarly climb, so let's do it. Woo! I was like, I ain't making it, because it was gonna land right there. Would have landed right on the skid plate and then like hit it hard, so I was like, nah. I bent the crap out of my brake lever.
Whoa! That thing was crazy. Dude! I told you not to!
I told you guys not to. I should have listened to you, Peter. We have a bent lever. Something's just shifted a little bit and we're stuck, but right now works just fine. Everything works as it should. Oh, you didn't see that rock?
Power.
Oh, nice.
These things climb whatever you want them to, dude.
Yeah, you get that initial jolt and you catch a little traction. Hey, there's a tree here.
I like never do this kind of riding before. It's actually really fun.
Well, boys, that wraps it up for the trial style riding for today. We jumped a bunch of rocks, did everything we put this bike through. It was capable and more. At that point, it's all rider error
if you can handle the bike or not. It has plenty of power in it. If you want to like launch the bike up, you can probably hold the regen down, hold the throttle wide, and then just let go and it'll just shoot right up like the trials bikes do. Climbing power is great. Trials riding like this stuff is great. Jumping is great. Suspension's good. A lot better than 2.0. We're gonna go on the street and we're gonna test out how well the throttle is. Is it tuned properly? So let's go out on the street, boys, and see how these things do wheelies.
You guys have seen dirt, you've seen hill climbs. Now we're gonna show you guys a little bit of straight, a little bit of throttle control. Still not the best at wheeling these bikes right now, but much better than before the throttle tune, which was very important. Before the throttle tune, it was near impossible for me to wheelie this bike.
Yeah, it's like tippy, very tippy. It's like, I don't know. But I just gotta get used to it, I feel like.
Throttle's a lot better, huh? Pretty sure he's in Sport 2, which Sport was almost impossible for me to do wheelies on. It's way too touchy. Now, it's not so bad.
We're getting these wheelies down on these bikes. Just this throttle is like freaking night and day difference. Crazy.
All right, boys, we're up here in the mountain. Now we're gonna put these bikes to the test in terms of its suspension and how it does with jumps and single track trails. So hope you guys can see well, but let's go. This is the second run. Just kind of building up to it right now because it's still a little bit rusty. We've been on sleds all year.
That one feels like you're like, wee. Oh, yeah. Barely going. Almost landed that one flat.
Oh, you did?
Almost. I landed at the bottom.
At night, this stuff is a lot scarier, especially if you're doing it kind of for the first time. Just following the speed of somebody else. But these bikes, they're taking the jumps really well. I only bottom out if I'm landing flat really hard, which, you know, most bikes will do that. Handling very well, jumps very well. So far, it's doing very, very good.
I was starting to get the hang of it towards the end.
It's doable. It's more of like a long shot kind of jump. We've done this track before. I don't know if they did this one though. This, like, I don't know if they changed it.
I mean, as long as your front tire gets over that knuckle, you'll be fine, because that's such a mellow lift.
Hey. This one's a lot easier than the top one. The top one is freaking scary. Good enough for me right now because I'm a little scared, man. It's dark. If the landing was long and like not bumpy at all, this would be more appealing, but it's like sketchy. I mean, for a noob. Ow! Hit me in the freaking shin. It's a rock. Peter's probably gotten so dusted out right now. He's right behind me. I really like trust the person in front of me with this. I can't even see the jump when it comes. Just see that they get air. If they make the mistake, I might not have time to correct, but make the same mistake as them. Oh! You almost hit that tree. Oh! I can hit the tree. Oh my God. Yo, overshot like 3 jumps so hard. I heard the last one.
You pace it or flat it?
Dude, this last one was the worst I've ever done it. I was like, oh shit. We're gonna do this one more time because they're feeling good. I think we're gonna go from the very top now. That was close. That was good. Going back with 17%. I think Peter's a little bit lower. Can't even get the wheel up, he's so low.
You guys have seen the video, you've seen how well and how impressive these bikes are, and through everything that we've put it through, the bike's still standing. There's no real damage besides very little things, grips, scratches, things like that, nothing serious. But this bike impressed us from the get-go. Very impressive power, at least in my opinion, at least 3 times more powerful than the 2.0. And then when they did the throttle update, that was a night and day difference in change. Because at first it was hard to drive, but now everybody has a throttle update right in their app. They can tune their bike, they can unlock its full power, and this thing screams. And you'll have an absolute monster for a price that makes absolute sense. What is money? In my opinion, one of the best bikes on the market right now. If you guys want one of these bikes, we'll have a link down in the description below, eridepro.com. And go get yourself a bike, guys, because this thing is freaking awesome.
I pause it.
Why are you guys peer pressuring Peter? So we got 3 lines. He's gonna go through those trees right there, go straight up, and then What do you got to say now?
Hulk smash!